area athletes the very best this season and hopes to see everyone out supporting their favorite teams with excitement and good sportsmanship. Northeast Missouri Title Company at 4th and Tennessee Streets in Louisiana.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to the Clopton Invitational Tournament, 27th annual Clopton Invitational here on Eagle 102. Mark Froelich, April Froelich here in the middle school gym getting ready for the second game of the night as Louisiana and Mark Twain do battle in a 3-6 matchup. Kind of odd to see the Bulldogs as a 3 seed in this tournament. So they've got
I think I remember every time that they've been seeded third, they've gone on to win this tournament, if my memory serves.
At least in recent history. So,
of course, yes, recent history.
So maybe come in with a little chip on their shoulder.
We'll say the last 23 years I've been doing this is recent
well,
history.
that's all but 4 of the Clopton tournaments.
Oh, I didn't need to hear that.
Yeah, this is number 27. We've been here for most of the
I'm going to go cry now.
Clopton tournaments covering this event. And it's been a great tournament over the first 26 years. The first night and a half of this tournament has been spectacular. Had a couple of blowouts, but some sterling performances in the first game of the night. And let's see if we can tighten things up with the 3-6 and the 4-5
I'm
matchup
going back to the car.
Here in the nightcaps here on men's opening night. We'll take a break before we get into Louisiana and Mark Twain. Come back with our keys to the game for you after this on Eagle 102.
Clopton Tournament coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Scammers are getting smarter. It's not just phone calls from suspicious numbers, it's also emails and texts masked to look like they're from your bank. If they're asking you for your username, password, or social security number, that's not your bank. Silex Banking Company and the American Bankers Association have teamed up to give you tips to spot scams, fight fraud, and protect your money. You can even take a quiz to test your scam IQ. Find out more at banksneverasksthat.com. That's banksneverasksthat.com. Silex Banking Company.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New Haven and Pepsi-Cola of Bowling Green is proud to sponsor local schools and athletic teams. Pepsi is the beverage of choice and exclusive soft drink in all schools in Pike, Lincoln, Montgomery, and Warren counties. Besides Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, and Sierra Mist, Pepsi-Cola of Bowling Green also distributes Aquafina water, Dole juices, Lipton teas, Frappuccinos, Gatorade, and Sobe energy drinks. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New Haven and Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Getting ready for Louisiana and Mark Twain, the 3-6 matchup here from this Clopton Invitational, our second game of the night. The first games, Clopton defeated Silex with a running clock, and Ellsbury defeated Wright City with a running clock. But let's talk about our keys to the game for the Bulldogs and the Mark Twain Tigers. I think the Bulldogs have to play with that chip on their shoulder tonight. They can't take the Mark Twain Tigers lightly.
Definitely.
And I know they're going to be shooting at the raw hoop the first half. They need to do what Ellsbury did and just splash them home without hitting that rim. Ellsbury was able to get a big lead in the first half by doing just that, draining 3 balls, and they did it without hitting the rim. So I think if you can get your stars going early from beyond the arc. I'm talking Jack Logan and three-point master Kenny McCormick, but he's not even starting.
He's been struggling with some sickness.
So, if he gets in there, we saw him warming up at halftime of the first game. He was just dropping threes. He actually looked pretty good.
Yeah.
He didn't look too sick. I'm not buying this from Kenny.
I think I think Coach said he's recovering.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
okay.
but yes, I talked to Coach Matt Smith before this one. He was saying that he's going with a little bit of a different starting lineup this time, and it was, due to some illnesses and just some general decision making. Some people have been working hard. So
keys for Mark Twain. I think they've got to be aggressive defensively.
Yeah.
Frustrate. Louisiana, they're kind of like a Ferrari. If you mess with their timing a little bit, they're gonna sputter.
Right.
So
that's a really good analogy, actually.
Well, thank you very much. So Mark Twain has to be the old Ford truck and just go out there and bang a little bit and make things miserable for Louisiana.
Some terrible gasoline.
Exactly. Those are our keys to the game. We'll check starting lineups for you after this on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana offers affordable, home-like senior living, enabling your loved ones the independence they want and the services they need. Staffed 24 hours a day with low resident-to-staff ratio and designated areas to visit your loved ones safely, rest assured Lynn's Heritage House provides peace of mind for you and those you love. So if you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or need care from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House has rooms ready. Call to set up a tour and visit soon, 754-4020, or visit 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Hey, I'm Megan Smelser, a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. Along with treating many orthopedic conditions, we treat many neurological conditions as well, from vertigo, post-concussion syndrome, post-stroke, multiple sclerosis, and we are certified in the BIG program that is a well-known treatment for Parkinson's. Our biggest goal is for you to get back to what matters to you, whether that be your favorite hobbies, keeping up with your children or your grandchildren, or simply getting around your home with ease. At Advance, we know you have a choice when it comes to physical therapy. We hope you choose Advance PT. We are conveniently located across from the high school track and football field. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this game, first for the 6th seed Mark Twain Tigers, 5-4 on the season, coached by Jared Ackright. They'll start a senior, number 1, Lucas McLeod. Another senior, number 3, Mason Fullenwider. Senior, number 24, Connor Eckler. Number 25, a sophomore, Sam Northcutt. And a senior, number 35, Josh Brothers. For Louisiana, the 3 seed, they're 5-3, coached by Matt Smith. They'll start a senior, number 1, Wyatt Harrison. Number 3 gets to start a junior, Cooper Lumley. Number 4, a junior, Wyatt Martin gets to start. Number 23, a senior, Jack Logan. And a senior, number 24, Sheldon Sylvie, is the final member of the starting 5 for Louisiana tonight. And let's send it over to the high school gym and get starters for that Monroe City-Winfield game.
All right, the home team on the scoreboard tonight, Monroe City, they are starting double zero, Reese Bulig. He is a senior. A senior wearing number 1, Jalen Countryman. A freshman wearing number 3, Quincy Mayfield. A freshman wearing number 21, Toby Sapp. And a freshman wearing number 42, Blake Planner. For the Winfield Warriors, the guests on the scoreboard this evening, they are starting a junior wearing 0, Micah Burke. A junior wearing number 2, Brady Creech. A senior wearing number 14, Peter Nickel. A senior wearing number 22, Caden Kamen. And a junior wearing number 30, Caden Palmer. We're about ready for tip-off here, Mark. And we'll be standing by with some Eagle 102 game breaks.
All right, thank you very much, Marianne. Louisiana being introduced right now. We'll take a quick break, come back with tip-off after this from the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, Sun Window Company, and Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Louisiana wins the opening toss. They've got the first possession of this ball game. And with it on high was Harrison into the corner for Logan. His shot is no good. Put back partially blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana as we are just underway here in the second of two from the middle school gym in this Clopton Invitational. Off the inbound, shot no good, but a foul is going to send Wyatt Martin to the line. So Martin, the foul is on Josh Brothers. If Louisiana can get him into foul trouble early, that would really help their cause. And the first shot is our first point of the ball game as Martin puts Louisiana ahead at 1-0. Second shot. Takes his time, bends the knees, and in and out, no good. Rebound picked up by the Tigers. And here they come with their first possession, trailing 1-0. With the ball on the far side was Lucas McLeod. Now up top for Fullenwider. Now to the near side for Connor Eckler. Back to Fullenwider. Tried to get it into the middle of the lane. I do eventually get it to Brothers. He sends it across and off the glass and good is Sam Northcutt on a nice feed to make it 2-1 in favor of Mark Twain. Logan to the near side for Lumley. Now to Sylvie. Sylvie hands it off for Jack Logan. Logan from inside the three-point line. Shot off to the right. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Fullenwider. And here comes Mark Twain again. And he palmed the ball. Carried it, and the violation gives it back to Louisiana on the turnover. And Logan will inbound right below us. Wyatt Harrison across the line for Louisiana to the far point. Still on his dribble, trying to feed it down low, and it was kicked by Brothers. And will stay with the Bulldogs. Fortunate there, because that was a bad pass.
Yeah, I think there was something you were talking yesterday about. Some of the Louisiana girls look like they had grown over Christmas break. I think that about the Louisiana boys.
Yeah, they look a little bit bigger.
Wyatt Martin looks like a full foot bigger.
Yeah. Here's a shot from the corner. That one's good. A three-ball for Wyatt Harrison puts Louisiana ahead. 4-1, or 4-2 rather. With 6:14 to go in the first. With it is Northcutt. Now for Fullenwider. A little off-balance shot, rims out. I thought that had a chance of going down, and the rebound pulled down by Jack Logan.
Tucked it in like a football as he drove inside.
Uh-huh. From in front of the free throw line, that shot is good. So Harrison, 5 straight points.
He was trying to be generous with the ball, but decided, I'll just make the shot myself.
Well, no one's going to guard me, so I'll take the shot. That shot off the glass by Northcutt is good. And we're going to end here in the early going. 6-4, Louisiana leads with 5:35 to go here in the first half. Here's Sylvie with it. Sheldon at the high blocks, leans into a shot. That off the back iron and out. And the rebound pulled down by Eckler for Mark Twain. Oh, nice move on the baseline to get himself free. Lucas McLeod ties this game at 6. And these are the those runs that Louisiana has been susceptible to in this season. Now off the foot and had to save it from going into the backcourt was Wyatt Harrison. In front of the free throw line, turnaround shot, Jack Logan. That's a nice shot there for Jack, his first points of the night. 8-6 Louisiana. Down to 4:45 to go in the quarter. Lob pass to Brothers. Brothers to the far side and saved by McLeod. He turns around, goes back to the baseline, and is fouled. And
he's holding the top of his head.
Yeah, he got thumped on top of the head. 4:30 to go here in the first, and McLeod will head to the line. Who was the foul on, Logan?
I was busy watching something that is unusual.
Well, let's send it over to Marianne for an Eagle 102 game break.
Well, this one's been a back-and-forth affair, but right now Winfield leads Monroe City by the score of 8-4. It looks like we got Jalen Countryman headed to the free throw line after he was fouled on his field goal, makes it 8-6. So 4:12 to go in the first. Winfield leads Monroe City 8-6. This has been the Eagle 102 game break.
So you're in the same spot we are, 8-6 game. 4:30 to go in the first, and the second shot in and out, and it stays a 2-point ball game, and then the ball goes off of Lumley out of bounds, so it's going to stay with the Tigers. Sylvie came out of the ball game, replaced by Latrell Weber. I think the foul was on Sheldon. They were both in the area. Tigers, little lob pass inbound. Eckler with it in the corner. Moves inside the three-point line, gets it to Brothers. Brothers back out for Brandon Black. Black back for Fullenwider. Mason over to the far point now for Northcutt. Northcutt gives it back to Fullenwider. He's cut off by Lumley. To Brothers at the high blocks over to the far side. Now for Black. Black hands it off for Eckler up high. Eckler turns, goes to the baseline, his shot short, knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Mark Twain. And this possession's gone on, seems like forever. 3:38 to go in the first, 8-6. Louisiana still leads. Brothers short on that shot as he was stopped, and the ball goes out of bounds back to the Bulldogs with 3:34 to go in the first. As Wyatt Martin checks out. Weber to the near side for Harrison. Now for Logan, takes the deep three, it's long. Rebound grabbed by Lumley, back to Jack Logan. Now for Latrell Weber. Weber gets it back to Jack, out to the far side for Cooper Lumley. Kenny McCormick into the ball game. He's got the ball right now for the Bulldogs. Gets it to Harrison on the far side. Now for Logan in the corner. Back to Wyatt. Wyatt going to drive. Kicks out to Weber. Now for Logan. Back to the corner for Latrell. He's going to go baseline with it. Kick it far side, and he's fouled. And I think they're going to try and say that's a shot. That was a total pass. Yeah, now the other officials are going to overrule him and say, no, that was a pass. Foul's on the floor, and it's on Connor Eckler. .250 to go here in the first quarter, 8-6. Louisiana leads. So we've hit a dead spot in scoring. Weber to the far side, it's intercepted. Nice job taking away that inbound pass by the Tigers. Here's a three for the lead. It's good. Mason Fullenwider puts the Tigers up by 1. Back the other way. It's stolen away. Here come the Tigers again. Another three. That's well off the mark. Turns into a pass, and a forced shot by Northcutt will send him to the line with the foul. Who was the foul on?
Cooper Lumley.
2:23 to go in the first. A 1-point lead for Mark Twain. And that shot's good. Makes it a 2-point advantage for the Tigers. Second one no good, but an offensive rebound by Mason Fullenwider. He steps out for three. That one off the mark and out of bounds. Back to the Bulldogs, who need a bucket here. With it is Wyatt Harrison. Harrison skips to the basket and scores. Ties this game at 10. Far side with it is Aiden Dye. He's going to take the three. That one is off the mark, and on the rebound, we're going to have a foul against Lumley, I believe. Yep. His second. And
I thought it was his third.
Okay. Replaced by Ethan Harrison. And Aiden Dye will inbound for the Tigers, tied at 10 with 1:50 to go in the first. He gets it into Fullenwider, taken away by Kenny McCormick. Here comes Kenny up the floor.
What a steal.
Good stutter step there by McCormick. Can't get the shot to go on the run. And the rebound is pulled down by Mark Twain. Going coast to coast, shot no good, but Brandon Black's going to head to the free throw line. And that's against Kenny McCormick. With 1:31 to go, 10-10 ball game. And the first shot's no good. So Black misses the first. Game still tied at 10. Much different than the first two games we had tonight. This one's a tight one, and the second shot breaks that tie. It's now 11-10 in favor of the Tigers.
A minute and a half left. There's already been 6 lead changes.
Harrison with it on the near side. Works against McLeod. Now to McCormick. Passes up a three. You don't see that often. Forced it inside, and it's taken away by the Tigers. And coming back to make a good defensive play is Ethan Harrison to prevent an easy bucket. Knocked it out of bounds. With 1:09 to play here in the first quarter. Aiden Dye to inbound.
With his mismatched shoes.
I've seen that a few times this season. I wonder if there's a shoe exchange or something like that, or if they just come one green, one pink. Ball batted away. Weber comes up with it, and here come the Bulldogs. Weber to the near side for Harrison. Harrison to the bucket. No. And the rebound uncontested, grabbed by the Tigers.
Did everything but go down.
Up top with it is Dye. Now for Brothers. Brothers for Black. Black kicks it down low to Brothers on the baseline, and we're going to have a foul against Wyatt Harrison with 30.1 seconds to go. It's already the 5th team foul against the Bulldogs. (11-10). Lots of changes on both sides. Connor Eckler coming back in. Bounce pass, gets it into McLeod. McLeod was out of bounds, but there's so little room. I think they gave him an extra inch. McCormick with a rebound, and he'll put on the brakes and let the offense catch up. Here's Logan. To the near side for Weber. Back to Jack, down to 8 seconds. Bulldogs trail Mark Twain by 1. Ball was blocked. Only got 2 seconds left. Weber for 3 at the buzzer is short. And the Bulldogs trail Mark Twain by 1 at 11-10 after one full quarter here in the opening round of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
11-10, Mark Twain leads Louisiana after one. The 6th seed leading the 3 seed here in the opening round of the Clopton Invitational, 27th annual Clopton Invitational, and Mark Twain will have the ball. And to say that Coach Smith was unhappy with the first quarter would be an understatement. Quite vocal underneath us.
Of course, that to me is the okay. So everything's normal.
I'm going to be better in the second quarter because of what Coach said as the ball goes out of bounds off of Mark Twain. And here we go. Ball knocked away from Kenny McCormick. And Mark Twain kind of feeding off our keys to the game a little bit, or
really
at least playing to that. As they've been very active defensively and making things miserable for the Bulldogs, and they lead the ball game. Ball was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the
Louisiana cheerleaders had to duck for cover.
Yeah, they had players and basketballs and everything flying toward them, and everyone came out okay in the end. Here's Harrison across the line with it for the Dogs. A little give and go there with Jack Logan, and stripped away from him.
I like that he went ahead and did the shooting motion, even though he was sans ball.
Well, you got to try and sell it in case they call a foul. Then if you complete that motion, you get to go to the line. Into the corner for McCormick. Kenny, good spin. And a blocking foul going to be called against the Tigers. That's on number 25, Sam Northcutt.
Sam Northcutt leads the scoring for Mark Twain. He has 5 points. Mason Fulham-Whiter has 3, McLeod 2, and 1 for Brandon Black.
It just seems right now that Mark Twain a little hungrier for the rebounds. Bulldogs are kind of standing around a little bit on the offensive glass. Over to the far side with it is McLeod. Works it down low, shot off the glass, no good. Ends up in the hands of Brothers, and the pass was at the feet of his teammate Sam Northcutt. Could never gather it in, and it rolls out of bounds. It was the slowest roll out of bounds I think I've ever seen.
Especially when out of bounds is about, 5 inches.
From the wall, yeah. Here's Weber out high to Kenny. Got to throw up that 3. Oh, my goodness, it's good. He didn't have that ball in his hand for more than a tenth of a second and wasn't facing the basket when he got the ball. Over to the far side. Here's a 3. No. And the rebound tracked down in the corner by Weber. Luttrell on the run. Kicks it far corner. Here's Kenny. Works in from the corner.
5 points quick from Kenny McCormick.
Yeah, I think he's fine. And Louisiana with a 4-point lead.
We've deemed him recovered.
Yeah. Back up top, it's Lucas McLeod over to the far side now for Connor Eckler. Eckler over near side for Brandon Black. On the perimeter, back to Eckler. On the right point. Now for Black again. Over to Eckler. They can play catch out there all day. They try and force it in, and it's taken away by Kenny, and he's fouled from behind. And the foul going to go on Josh Brothers, who lost that ball at the other end on a good play by McCormick. So Weber will inbound. Up top now for Jack Logan in the center circle. Makes a good move through the free throw line, center of the lane. Got that one to bounce off one side of the rim, then the other and down. And now all of a sudden,
did a triple foul count.
Yeah, 1 point deficit is a 6 point lead for Louisiana, coming up on 3 minutes into the second quarter. Northcutt gives it to Fullenwider, back to, or brought Black rather, over to the far side for Lucas McLeod. Back to Black again to McLeod. Center of the lane, little floater is good. McLeod shot that from his hip. And the other way, here comes Louisiana. Logan to the near side for McCormick. McCormick, center of the lane. Spin move, little scoop shot off the glass is nowhere close. And here come the Tigers again. McLeod trying to be a spark plug, gets it to Eckler in the corner. Back to McLeod. Now for Fullenwider and to Brandon Black. Back to Fullenwider. Between the circles to Black again on the left point. Now for Eckler. Comes out of the corner with it. To Fullenwider, back to the wing for Eckler. Eckler to the corner for Fullenwider. And up top again. Back to Eckler. He's going to take the deep three with Kenny McCormick's hand in his face. And the long rebound is picked up by Harrison for Louisiana. Wyatt over to Logan. Back to Ethan Harrison. Scoops it back. Long range three. Logan a little too long. Rebound tipped off the backboard. McLeod picks it up. Trying to get it ahead with a long pass for Northcutt. Bit behind him, off his hands, out of bounds, and the turnover gives it back to the Bulldogs, who are up by 4. A timeout on the floor. Let's send it over to Marianne for an Eagle 102 game break.
5:32 to go here in the first half, and right now it's Monroe City leading Winfield at 19-13. At the end of the first quarter, Monroe City led Winfield by 14-13. So again, 5:32 to go here in the second. Monroe City leads Winfield 19-13. This has been the Eagle 102 game break.
Thank you, Marianne. 17-13 here. Take a short break. Come back with more coverage from the 27th Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drive.
And a foul after the timeout as Brandon Black got sucked in there by Jack Logan's spin moves. He suckered him into that foul. 17-13, 3:31 to go here in the first half. Mark Froelich, April Froelich, and Logan will inbound in between the Mark Twain bench and the scorer's table. He gets it to Wyatt Harrison. Now for Latrell Weber out high. Back to Harrison. To Logan, kick out. Here's a three. Kenny McCormick, and off the mark. Rebound Bulldogs, and we're going to have a foul from behind to send Ethan Harrison to the line. And that's on Mason Fullenwider. So the Bulldogs are trying to extend this 4-point lead from the line. First shot, rims out. Hard to shoot free throws at this end. Lead stays at 4 for Louisiana. Long on the second one. McCormick put back, no. And Fullenwider picks up the loose ball on the second opportunity for the Tigers. And stolen away by Ethan Harrison.
He read that pass all the way.
Weber over to the far side for Wyatt Harrison. Harrison goes down the baseline and scores. Easy 2 there. He's got 9 points. 19-13, Louisiana leads Mark Twain here in the second quarter. 2:40 to go.
Wyatt Harrison leading scoring. Kenny McCormick here in this second has 5 points.
And 5 straight points, yeah.
Exactly. 4 points for Jack Logan and 1 for Wyatt Martin.
Backing up is McLeod to the near side now for Black. Right point back again for McLeod. Skips it to Connor Eckler on the near wing. And back up top. Black again to Eckler. Eckler going to take the three with the hand in his face. Turns into a pass. And that draws a foul.
He's going to pick up one. He did a volleyball spike move. Right into the face of Mason Fullenwider.
So Fullenwider to the line for the first time with 2:07 to go in the half. His Tigers trailing by 6. First one short.
You would call I know that you call this the more friendly rim, but Mark Twain was only 2 for 6 from the line in that first quarter.
It seems like they're short.
Yes,
most
well
of their free
short.
throws. Rim won't matter there. Drains the second one. He's got 4 points already in this game. Here comes Weber across the line for the Dogs. To Kenny McCormick. McCormick out high.
Oh.
Ball knocked away from him into a fast break. And off the glass, no good. Fullenwider couldn't hit. What do we have? On the second one, we're going to have a foul against the Tigers.
Yep. I thought so.
Little frustration there maybe, and a timeout taken by Louisiana. 1:48 to go in the half.
He's just now finding out that the foul was on him.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
19-14. Louisiana leads Mark Twain on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
That was the 7th team foul ahead of the timeout. So to the line for a 1-and-1 will go Wyatt Harrison. He's got 9 points, looking to make it 10 here as he heads to the free throw line. And the shot in and out, back in. He earns the second. Everyone was ready to grab the rebound on that one. It stayed up there for a while above the rim. Logan checks out with 1:48 to go.
Back in is Wyatt Martin.
And the second shot for Wyatt Harrison drops straight through. 21-14, 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here come the Tigers with Black on the near point. Thought about going to McLeod, goes to Fullenwider on the near wing instead. Back to Black, to Fullenwider again. Up and around to the far side for Lucas McLeod. Black to Fullenwider, over to McLeod on the wing. Tries to drop a pass down low. He traveled. Aiden Dye had to readjust 3 times. Finally leaned a little too much and took a step. Logan back into the ball game.
Sitting down will be Wyatt Martin.
Bulldogs get it back up by 7.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm impressed with the play of Wyatt Martin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good piece to have coming off the bench, and he's going to grow into a pretty quality starter if he continues on this trajectory, as Ethan Harrison got his own rebound and put the putback in.
They couldn't get it from the left side of the rim, so I'll get it from the right.
At first, you don't succeed, right?
Indeed.
Black to McLeod. To the wing now for Dye. Shot from the corner is no good. And the rebound, or loose ball, grabbed by Jack Logan. Logan on the run over the corner. Harrison to the basket. He puts it in.
I mean, he's been straight up money for
Yeah,
Louisiana
coming out of that
tonight.
corner baseline.
Yes.
He can patent that move tonight. Down to 15 seconds to go in the half. 25-14, and we've got a whistle. Away from the ball.
It's going to be a frustration. Oh, no, they did. Okay. I thought they were going to call it on Sam Northcutt, but they called it on Ethan Harrison.
Yeah. They were jockeying for position. It's the 7th foul against the Bulldogs.
I think that foul could have gone either way.
They could have even doubled it. Gave them both one. At the line is Northcutt, and his first shot is no good. Turns into a perfect second chance opportunity for McLeod, and he makes no mistake to make it 25-16. And back the other way. Louisiana lost it out of bounds. Back in the ball game comes Wyatt Martin. As Logan will sit with 4.5 seconds to go. Smart move there. Get him out.
Yep.
Don't want him picking up a third foul with under 5 seconds to go. They're going to roll it. McCormick out to make him grab. Lob pass down low through the hands of Sam Northcutt, out of bounds with 0.5 seconds to go. McCormick grabs it, and his shot was late. And we've played two. It's a 9-point lead for Louisiana over Mark Twain, 25-16. Back with the halftime report for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. But with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athletes. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books here in the middle school gym, and the Louisiana Bulldogs up by 9 on Mark Twain, 25-16. Mark Froenig, April Froenig back here in the middle school. We got Marianne down the way in the high school gym watching that Monroe City Winfield. Marianne, do you have an update on that ball game?
Sure. We just went to halftime, and we are knotted at 25 all after Peter Nickel knocked down a couple 3 throws and then drained a 3 with just seconds left to go in the second quarter. So at half here, we are at 25 all. Nothing's been decided here in the high school gym.
Yeah, it sounds like a 4-5 matchup, doesn't it? All tied up at the half.
It does, and it's kind of playing out like 1-2. Lots of turnovers, lots of Lots of fouls going on. That's kind of the way this game's going.
We had the unpredictability of a 3-6 matchup for a while. It looked like Mark Twain was going to go basket for basket with the
there were
Louisiana
6 lead
Bulldogs.
changes,
Yeah.
and then once Kenny McCormick came in and hit that three-pointer and then followed it right up with another field goal, that seemed to be it. That's where Louisiana kind of settled into the driver's seat and took it from there. Then Wyatt Harrison added on 6 points after that. And
he's, Kenny's kind of a calming presence.
He really is, because, I mean, it's amazing his expression never changes.
Yeah, he'll give a little crooked smile every now and again when he hits one of those crazy threes that he can throw up. But he's just such a bulldog on defense, and I think that kind of steps up what a Wyatt Harrison or an Ethan Harrison does defensively. He just kind of gets everyone in the right mood. Kenny does when he gets in the ball game, and he didn't start tonight, but when he came in, like you said, scored 5 straight points, and from that point on, Louisiana started to take control and built this 9-point lead. We'll take a break, come back with first half scoring as it's 25-16. The Bulldogs lead the Tigers after 2 on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
As we get ready for the second half, Louisiana leads Mark Twain 25-16. You have our scoring for the first half all tallied up?
Sure. It was Mark Twain just edging out Louisiana in that first quarter, where there was about 6 lead change, or there was exactly 6 lead changes, and then Louisiana outscored Mark Twain 15-5 in the second for this 25-16 halftime score for Mark Twain. It's Lucas McLeod leading things with 6 points. Sam Northcutt has 5. Mason Fullenwider has 4 points. And Brandon Black rounds out the scoring with 1 point. Mark Twain's also 3 for 9 from the free throw line. For Louisiana, Wyatt Harrison, 13 points for him. He's also 100% from the line, 2 for 2. 5 points for Kenny McCormick. He got all that in the second quarter with that three-pointer and then a bucket right under the basket. 4 points for Jack Logan, 2 for Ethan Harrison, and 1 for Wyatt Martin. Louisiana is 3 for 6 from the free throw line, so that's about all the more I know.
Okay. That would be all the scoring. 25-16 is the Bulldog lead after 2 quarters. Take a break, come back with second half action here from the 27th Clopton Invitational after this on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Teams ready for the second half of action here from the opening round, men's opening round at the Clopton Invitational. Mark Fronick, April Fronick, as they stop the clock 15 seconds before the end of halftime. Change it to 8 minutes as everyone's ready and might as well just get it going here in the third quarter of this ball game. Got Mary Ann down the hall watching Monroe City and Winfield. We'll get an update from her momentarily. Actually, Fullenwider was
Hey, Maddie Ingram's taking pictures, too. Let's just don't forget about everything. Brendan Ince back at the station. I'm sitting here beside you.
I said
we
your
all
name
play a role.
I said your name when we came back. You weren't paying attention. Lumley goes to the floor, picked up the rebound was Mark Twain off the glass. Good, and a foul. Sam Northcutt will go to the line. Missed who the foul was on because trying to deal with some traffic in front of our cameras. Shot good, so he completes the three-point play. He's got 8 points. And make it 25 to 18. 19, rather. With it is Harrison. Wyatt, scoop shot, no. Short on that. Fullenwider the rebound. And up the floor they come. Little floater, no good. Tip rebound. Put back, Brothers is good. Those are the first points of the night for Brothers. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. So Mark Twain's been shot out of a cannon to start this third quarter. Here's Logan, free throw line for Lumley. Lumley hands it to Harrison. Wyatt kicks it to the corner for Weber. Luttrell, a little short on that one, and the rebound grabbed by McLeod. He's on the run. Looking for contact, floats it down low, shot off the glass. Brothers is good. 4 straight points for Brothers. It's a 2-point game.
Yeah, Matt
Coach
Smith had
Schmidt,
enough of that.
25-23, 6:44 to go. This is the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ's Salon.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a Taste of Philly.
25-23, 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Opening round of the 3-6 matchup from the Clopton Invitational. Wyatt Harrison will bring it up the floor after the timeout. Here's Kenny McCormick. McCormick, top of the key, ran into traffic, and he's fouled.
Ooh.
That's on Josh Brothers. That's his, what, third?
Yes, and Coach Jared Ackright not happy about that at all.
They're positioning. They're not giving enough room for the inbound. There's a second line.
Right.
Here's Harrison for three off the inbound. It's good. Wyatt Harrison with a tray.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. Started the game off with one.
That'll fix things a little bit if you can start dropping threes. Back to a 5-point lead. 28-23, Louisiana ahead. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Back up top. Nice pass down low, but Logan stole it. Stolen right back. Good, and a foul. Northcutt got the steal, the bucket, and the bruise.
They called that foul on Cooper Lumley.
His third.
Jack Logan is probably getting away with one there.
Yeah. And the free throw. In and out. McCormick the rebound. And he's fouled. No. Or did they say yes? Okay. I thought maybe they called a travel the way his arms were moving over there.
Called it on Wyatt Harrison. That'll be his second.
Not Wyatt Harrison. It was against Mark Twain.
Oh, sorry. Lucas McLeod.
There you go.
I was looking at Wyatt Harrison about to take the inbound.
And they both wear number 1.
Yes, they do.
Kenny for a three on the far side. It's good. He's got 8 points. Make it 31-25.
It was a McCormick three-pointer that started a big run for Louisiana the last quarter.
Yep. Work it to the baseline for Eckler. Eckler back out to McLeod. McLeod over to far side now through Fullenwider. Back to Fullenwider. And 3 seconds in the lane or a push down low. I think they're going to call a push away from the ball.
I think you're right.
And that's on Cooper Lumley. That's number 4.
Yep.
.5:21 to go. Listening a little bit to Coach Smith defending or asking questions. That shot no good by Brothers. Tip out all the way to the far side. Weber picks it up for Louisiana. Almost stolen back. And here come the Dogs. Harrison to Logan. Hands it off. Back to Wyatt Harrison. Harrison makes his move to the high blocks. Gave up his dribble. Now back to Weber. As McCormick lurking on the far side, looking for that three. Logan takes it to the low blocks. Kick out. Trying to force one to the baseline, and it's taken away by the Tigers. In transition, here they come. Little floater by Eckler. Back to McLeod out high. Back to counter Eckler. Touch pass down low. Blocked from behind. Nice play by Logan. And here comes Jack. Off the glass, Jack Logan. Not having a big night scoring-wise, but he's played pretty good defense.
He's gotten a lot of boards and several steals.
Yep. Far corner now. Eckler gets it to Brothers. Brothers off the glass for 2. 6 points in the quarter for Josh Brothers. 33-27. Here's Kenny for 3, no good. Rebound pulled away by Ethan Harrison, and a nice tightrope walk there. Kick it down low, McCormick, and we're going to have an offensive foul called against the Bulldogs. And Wyatt Harrison picks up the personal.
That'll be his third. Or no, second. I counted. I gave him one that I was supposed to give to Lucas McLeod.
33-27, still a 6-point lead. And up the floor with it, the Mark Twain Tigers. With it is Brandon Black. Black to Lucas McLeod. McLeod works past Harrison. Scooper off the glass is good.
I don't know how on earth that went into the bucket.
Had enough spin on it to get it over the rim, and then tried to put on the brakes, did Harrison. And he was lucky he didn't get a traveling call as he got rid of that ball at the last second.
I don't know how he still has ankles.
He was limboing for sure. Here's a three from the near side, and he ends it with the tray. Wyatt Harrison.
Wow.
36-29.
We're going to need you to break your ankles more often.
Yeah. McLeod with it. 2 full and wider. Down to 2:57 to go in the third. That three well off the mark, turns into a pass. Shot off the glass is good for Sam Northcutt. So 2 more for Northcutt. Makes it a 5-point game again.
He has 12 points for Mark Twain, leading the scoring.
Down to 2:40 to go in the third. Losing the handle at the last second, out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness. Wyatt Harrison did everything but break his ankles.
Yeah.
Trying to keep that ball in.
36-31, 2:36 to go. Let's send it to the high school gym for an Eagle 102 game break.
We've got 3:42 to go here in the third quarter. Right now it's Winfield who's dropped a couple big threes, up by 2 over Monroe City, 33-31. So with just 3.5 minutes to go, and there's another big three in there by Brady Creech by Winfield. Makes it 36-31 with 3:20 to go in the third. This has been an Eagle 102 game break.
2 points there for the Bulldogs.
Wyatt Martin.
Makes it 38-31 here. 2:05 to go. Back the other way. Shot off the glass. Good. Northcutt with 2 more.
He's had 4 buckets in this quarter.
So Northcutt answers the Wyatt Martin bucket.
These teams have seemed to answer one another's energy. It's been
Here's
really
McCormick for 3. Off the mark. Tip back. No good. Back to Kenny again. He'll step inside to the low blocks floater. Too long. And on the rebound, a foul. Wyatt Martin fouled.
Sam Northcutt
gets
picks that one up.
Eckler coming back in, as well as Aiden Dye and his shoes.
So the shoes match. They're the same shoe.
Yeah.
But they are 2 wildly different colors.
Yep. Minute and a half to go here in the third. Here's McCormick on the near point with it. Trying to find a little room. McCormick, and he is fouled by Dye.
And Dye was like, who, me? I've got a pink shoe and a green shoe. How did you see what my hands were doing?
Yeah. There's the strategy right there. Minute 20 to go in the third. Still a 5-point game. It's been 5 points most of this third quarter.
I hope he's a big Madonna fan. Madonna used to wear pink and green like that.
Shot off the glass off the inbound, and Wyatt Martin with 2 more. He's got 5. And here come the Tigers. Across the line is Eckler. Over to the far side. Holding it high is Black. Back to Eckler again at the point. Near side for Dye. Now to Brothers out high. To Northcutt. Down to 55 seconds to go. Here's a 3. Top of the key, and that's good. Aiden Dye given the opportunity. He's got his first points of the night. 40-36. 3 from the other side, no good. And here comes Mark Twain again. Down to 35 seconds. Eckler for 3. That was way downtown.
Oh, my goodness.
Eckler has his first points of the night.
Shot that from Bowling Green.
Uh-huh. It's a 1-point game. 40-39. Down to 22 seconds to go. And what do we have?
Yeah,
a travel.
I called him a travel. He tripped over Connor Eckler, but
Ethan Harrison called on the violation. And Mark Twain can take the lead here before the end of the third quarter with a bucket with 21 seconds to go. Across the line is Brandon Black. Bounce past the corner for Dye. Dye tries to get past Logan, and the ball is taken away. Here comes Harrison up the floor. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Mark Twain. The shot is short and hit the ventilation system high above this court. 40-39.
it looked like it was online, though.
1-point lead for the Bulldogs over Mark Twain after 3. Back with the fourth after this on KJFM.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, Sun Window Company, and Rick Rod House Insurance Agency.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter, and a nice little run there by Mark Twain.
They
Couple
outscored
of big,
Louisiana.
deep threes.
They outscored Louisiana 21-15 in that quarter.
Those two late threes by Dye and Eckler. It was the first points for either of them. Got this down to a 1-point Bulldog advantage. They actually had a chance to tie or take the lead, but lost the ball.
And that would be the first lead change since early in the second quarter.
To the near side. Here's Fullenwider with it. For Brothers out high. Now for Northcutt. Northcutt lost the handle, goes to the floor. Could have called a travel there. Logan picks it up, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs before they lost possession. 7:38 to go in the fourth. 40-39, Louisiana leads. And let's send it to Marianne for an Eagle 102 game break.
Well, we're still in the third here with 1:29 to go. At the free throw line is a Winfield's Palmer. Caden Palmer, his first free throw shot is up and good. Winfield extending their lead, 43-33. It's their largest lead of the night by 10 with 1:29 to go. Palmer's second free throw shot is on the way as he dribbles the basketball. Shot up, and it's good as well. So with 1:29, it's an 11-point lead for Winfield over Monroe City here in the third. This has been an Eagle 102 game break.
Marianne, we were a half quarter behind you. What has happened over in that
How
gym?
did you let this get to a lot of fouls?
A lot of fouls, a lot of whistles, I'm sure. 40-39 our score here as the Bulldogs lead Mark Twain by 1 here in the early stages of the fourth quarter. McCormick on high through Harrison. Gets it back to Ethan on a little give and go there with Jack Logan. A nice finish by Ethan Harrison to bring it back to a 3-point lead.
I think Louisiana led by 11 at one point.
Yeah, I think it did get to double figures very shortly. Lob pass, Brothers. Blocked from behind, got his own rebound, and the putback is good.
Brothers now with 8 points. All of that, he scored 6 in the third, and now gets things started off in the keeps Mark Twain within 1 point.
There you go. Here's Latrell Weber to the corner now for Wyatt Harrison. Out high. To Latrell Weber. Harrison, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Why would he wait for it to go down or not before he called an offensive foul?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Ethan Harrison charged with the personal.
Okay.
42-41. Still the Bulldog lead. Already 5 fouls against the Bulldogs here in the second half. 4 against Mark Twain. Minute and a half into this fourth quarter. This one's a tight one. Second time they faced each other. Far side with it. Eckler gets it to McLeod. Nowhere to pass it to. Finally gets it to Eckler on the left wing to Brothers, and we're going to have a foul against Jack Logan.
Yep.
On a reach in.
That'd be his third.
I think they gave one to Sylvie earlier. Lob pass into the far side. Oh, good pass to Brothers. Little scooper. Oh,
that was
Northcutt.
Smart on Brothers' part.
And pulling ahead are the Mark Twain Tigers at 43-42. 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. McCormick, a little too hard off the glass. Can't answer, but the ball loose. Picked up by Logan. Now to Latrell Weber. Weber, a floater through the lane. No. And Josh Brothers, the rebound for the Tigers. Mark Twain's thinking upset.
Brothers has been a huge factor in this second half.
He's a big guy. Ball stripped from behind, out of bounds. They're going to say last touched. (43-42). Mark Twain with it. Eckler to Fullenwider. Bounce pass out high to the free throw line. Now Northcutt with it. His shot, a little long. And on the rebound, Brother's going to pick up a personal. That's his fourth.
That may be a problem.
They're going to have to keep him in there because he's been the catalyst of this comeback.
Without a doubt.
43-42. Mark Twain leads Louisiana here in the fourth. Here's Weber to Jack Logan. Through Harrison to the far side. Oh, good give and go from Kenny to Ethan Harrison, and that shot is good. The Bulldogs back ahead. 44-43. Here's Eckler. He's going to drive. Tried to switch hands at the last second, and fortunate there to get the foul call. It's on Latrell Weber.
Be his first. Mark Twain 4 for 11 from the free throw line. So not a great success rate so far.
Eckler's first trip there tonight, and he gets the first one to go. And we're tied at 44. Eckler could put the Tigers back ahead as Brothers comes out. Second shot is no good. Logan the rebound to Ethan Harrison. Harrison gives it to Weber. As he goes across the line, and a reach-in going to be called as
that was silly.
Tried to punch it out.
That's his third. Coach Jared Ackright completely unhappy. Wants an explanation.
Yeah. The contact was there. It was very close to being a nice steal, but the contact was
It really was close, but.
Yeah. Here's Logan out high to Harrison. Ethan Harrison for three, drops it through. Wow. Bulldogs ahead.
He has 7 points here in the fourth quarter, Ethan Harrison. 9 total.
Down to 4:20 to go in this ball game. Here's the three. McLeod a little long on that one. Logan the rebound, and he's going to thrive without Brothers in there. Don't you agree with Josh Brothers on the bench?
I'd say as long as you got the Harrisons going, going off.
I'm just talking about rebounding.
Oh, yes, he'll clean up the glass, definitely.
Here's, that shot short. Harrison the rebound, kick it out. Here's Wyatt for three. That's off the mark, and the rebound this time picked up by McLeod. 46-44, Louisiana for the tie. Nope. The putback, though, is good for Northcutt.
That's 18 points for him tonight.
Still a 2-point or a 1-point lead
for Louisiana.
And
Kenny McCormick got called for travel.
Very close to being caused by the contact on the ball.
That's right.
Usually that gets you an extra.
Brandon Black was standing real still.
Uh-huh.
You don't see me, you don't see me.
Looking for the lead again, the Tigers. As Cooper Lumley gets ready to check in for the Bulldogs. Lob pass down low and out of bounds is Northcutt this time.
You had to get just a little too unwieldy to catch that pass.
Kenny comes out, Cooper Lumley in. 3:17 to go. Weber and Wyatt Harrison in the backcourt with it.
Lumley with 4 fouls.
Cross the line. Wyatt Harrison looking for either a pick or a pass, and now Weber with it. Near side, Wyatt Harrison. A couple of ball fakes on Northcutt. Try to reverse layup. The ball went straight up in the air, but somehow Louisiana survives. Floater by Logan is good. Jack Logan has 8. 49-46 in favor of the Bulldogs. And a timeout taken by Coach Ackright and the Tigers. With 2:39 to go, 49-46, Louisiana leads in the opening round of the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Try to listen to every bit of every timeout as much as I can. Find out what's going on with these two teams. 49-46. We get better access to coaches in the small gyms.
Without a doubt, yes.
Kind of learn what they're thinking in certain situations and how to attack the opposition. It's the perk of being in the small gym. I like it. That and you get to stretch your legs a little bit more on the stage. Mark Twain with it after the timeout. Here's Northcott, hounded by Wyatt Harrison. To the near point, now back up top, McLeod. Brothers gets it down low, and it's stolen away by Logan. Here's Jack across the line. Gets it back. Look out, he'll shoot it from out there. To Wyatt Harrison, now to Latrell Weber. Weber, near side, Logan going to try the three. That's off the mark. No one fouled the shot. McLeod picked it up. And here comes Mark Twain again. They could tie it with a three with 1:54 to go. Eckler out high, over to the far side for Mason Fullenwider. Back to counter Eckler. Did he have that wrap on his wrist earlier?
No.
Eckler. Northcott with it, looking for Brothers. He's all the way out to the corner. McLeod over to the far side. Eckler going to try that three. That's short. And Logan picks it up, but he was out of bounds.
Oh.
Coach Smith tells him think.
Yeah.
1:31 to go.
It's actually something that he's repeated about things that's happened under that hoop.
Uh-huh. Well, you got to be kind of aware of your surroundings. Oh, through Northcott's hands. All the way to the backcourt. And what do we have? Are they going to call the over and back or a foul they're going to call?
Wyatt Harrison just decided, well, I'll do some push-ups.
Well, he picks up a foul.
Yeah.
His third, and now a 1-and-1 coming. And those are the kind of plays you...
Still, if you're going to do something like that, I appreciate the finishing move of push-ups.
Yeah, well, and he did a finishing move on Lucas McLeod, too. He's
But I think
over.
that really could have gone either way. I mean, they were both going hard at the ball. And
yeah, but I think
that wasn't going to be a clean move no matter what.
I think if you let it go there, it's probably a backcourt violation on the Tigers. So not only did they get the ball, but they got 2 points. And you pick up your, third personal? Or fourth, maybe?
Third.
Here comes, fall on the floor. And is that going to be it? No. They call it on Northcott. I thought maybe Brothers picked up the personal.
It's his third.
So to the line is Logan. Bulldog lead down to 1 again. 1:21 to go. He hits the first. (50-48). Second shot good as well. Tigers again could tie with the three, and a timeout taken by Coach Hackright. Let's send it over to the high school gym one more time for an Eagle 102 game break.
Well, we've got some debates going on over here as we're set to shoot some free throws. They're having a little bit of a conference. Right now, Winfield still leads Monroe City by 10, 56-46. Still 4.5 to go. When this one wraps up, we'll have the final score for you on the Eagle 102 scoreboard page at kjfmradio.com. Once again, Monroe City down to Winfield, 56-46, 4:38 to go here in the fourth quarter, as you're listening to an Eagle 102 game break.
All right, thank you, Marianne. 51-48, our score here after the timeout. Tigers looking for that game-tying three. Here, just over a minute to go in this contest. Maddie taking pictures. Brendan back at the station. Mark Froelich, April Froelich, Marianne down the hall. Whole crew. Well, most of the crew, I guess. Out high with it is McLeod. Down to 1:07. Fullenwider back to McLeod. Lobs it for Brothers. It's in near side. Here's the three. It's good. We're tied.
Wow.
Fullenwider with the tray ties it at 51. So a huge possession here. Logan left it in the backcourt. It followed him, though. He picked it back up. Floats through the lane. Shot short. Got his own rebound. Turnaround shot. Good. He's starting to come alive. Jack Logan.
He's had 6 points in this fourth quarter.
Now it's thrown away. And there goes the pen.
Jared Heck right through his pin down. It busted into pieces.
Yep. Cap took a ride off of Jack Logan, and another timeout on the floor. With 33.6 seconds to go, it's the Bulldogs leading the Tigers 53-51 on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
53-51. Louisiana clinging to a 2-point lead. 33.6 seconds to go to be the Bulldog ball after the turnover. And you can bet the defense is going to be tight on this inbound play.
Yeah, it is.
And it's going to be all the way down in the corner. Logan in front of the exit. Looking for somebody. He gets it to Cooper Lumley, who gets it back to him. Over to the far side, Kenny McCormick. Got to get across that line, and another timeout taken. Coach Smith wasn't for sure they were going to get across.
They're not going to.
26.4 seconds to go. 53-51, Louisiana leads Mark Twain from the Clopton Invitational on Eagle 102. It's a full timeout.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
And after the timeout, Louisiana had to make, about 6-7 passes to get it across the line there. And now a foul committed. It'll send Jack Logan to the line with 15.4 seconds to go.
And Jared Eckwright's having none of it.
Weber getting ready to check back in. Logan at the line. First shot good. Earns the second.
Yeah, Logan has looked about as at ease as any player I've seen in the tournament so far at the free throw line.
This to make it a 2-possession game with 15.4 to go. Yep. He's not going to miss that. Up the floor with it quickly. Down to 10 seconds. That little bobble there by Eckler probably ran him out of time.
Yep.
There's a three from the corner. No good. A rebound tipped out. We're going to have a foul against Logan. with 2.3 seconds to go. Again, it's a two-possession game. 1-1 coming for Sam Northcutt. (55-51) Louisiana. 2.3 on the clock. So he needs to make the first one, miss the second one, kick it out for a three. All in. Oh, he missed the first one. Lumley the rebound to Logan, and that's it. Throws it in the air, and this ball game is over. Final 55-51. Louisiana survives and moves on into the championship semifinal against the Ellsbury Indians coming up on Thursday. We'll be back with the postgame for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Northeast Missouri Title Company is proud to serve Louisiana and the surrounding areas. They also believe, much like the area athletes, hard work and dedication are what lead to a winning team. Northeast Missouri Title Company wishes all area athletes the very best this season and hopes to see everyone out supporting their favorite teams with excitement and good sportsmanship. Northeast Missouri Title Company at 4th and Tennessee Streets in Louisiana.
Are you looking for a small-town bank that will deliver personalized service? This is Michael Mudd, President and CEO of Silex Banking Company. Come visit us at our 20 South 2nd Street location in Silex for a sit-down one-on-one experience. If you can't stop by, visit us online at silexbank.com or call 573-384-5221. We also offer mobile deposit, e-statements, and online banking. Silex Banking Company, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New Haven and Pepsi-Cola of Bowling Green is proud to sponsor local schools and athletic teams. Pepsi is the beverage of choice and exclusive soft drink in all schools in Pike, Lincoln, Montgomery, and Warren counties. Besides Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, and Sierra Mist, Pepsi-Cola of Bowling Green also distributes Aquafina water, Dole juices, Lipton teas, Frappuccinos, Gatorade, and Sobe energy drinks. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of New Haven and Bowling Green.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at linsheritage.com.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
55-51, our final, as Louisiana survives against Mark Twain. Mark Twain was feisty tonight.
They really were. I mean, I really can't find fault with Jared Ackright's plan tonight. I think it was, other than down the, inside the last 60 seconds, I think that he had made it clear and the boys couldn't convert what he was trying to, but he wanted them to either foul or call a timeout when there was still about 25 seconds remaining.
He wanted a little more time to execute a plan, but what really hurt him was losing the ball out of bounds after.
And the fourth foul on Brothers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, boy, Josh Brothers was just such a big factor in the third quarter where they outscored, Mark Twain outscored Louisiana 21-15 in that third quarter, really brought it back, and then it was the Sam Northcutt bucket actually that tied him up. And anyway, once he picked up that fourth foul though, it really seemed to, it didn't take the spark out of him, but it really seemed to neutralize the threat that they were to Louisiana. I know Louisiana played more relaxed. It seemed like once they knew that Brothers was in that foul trouble.
And it didn't seem like it because, he was such a factor on the glass, and I thought played a really good game defensively. But Jack Logan, kind of an off night scoring, but when it mattered most, he was nails hitting 4 free throws down the stretch. In fact, in that final quarter, what did he have? 8 points in the
right.
final quarter. And
4 for 4 from the free throw line.
That's what I'm saying.
Once he needed to be clutch, he was clutch.
55-51, our final. The Bulldogs will take on the Ellsbury Indians in the semifinal coming up on Thursday. That's a late game in the high school gym. Mark Twain will take on Wright City. That's a very winnable game for him. That's a 6-7 matchup in the consolation semi at that same time, but here in the middle school gym.
Boy, that Ellsbury, Louisiana game is going to be
up and down.
Oh, wow. Is it going to be exciting?
A lot of threes going to be attempted in that one. Whether they go down or not is yet to be seen. But it's going to be a shooting display coming up in the late game on Thursday. 55-51, our final. We'll come back with final scoring numbers, and maybe we can get a final from down the hall. Apparently that is just a mess of a game between Monroe City and Winfield, as Winfield had pulled ahead. But we'll do our final scoring and wrap up night number 2 of this Clopton Invitational after this on KJFM.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, I better give you some final scoring numbers here because they have started up the the things to clean the stands. It's really, really loud. So it was Mark Twain edging out Louisiana in that first quarter, 11-5, and then Louisiana put the hurt on in that second quarter, outscoring Mark Twain 15-5 for a lead of 25-16 there at the half. It was a big third quarter from Mark Twain, led by Sam Northcutt along with Josh Brothers. They outscored Louisiana 21-15 in the third, but it was Louisiana finishing off this one with combined 8 points from Ethan Harrison and then 10 points from Jack Logan. They outscored Mark Twain 15-12 for this 55-51 final. For Mark Twain, it was Sam Northcutt who led the way with 18 points. Lucas McLeod had 10, 8 points for Josh Brothers, 7 for Mason Fullenwider, 4 points for Connor Eckler, 3 for Aiden Dye, and 1 for Brandon Black. Mark Twain was 7 for 15 from the free throw line. Louisiana, it was Wyatt Harrison who led the way with 19 points tonight. Jack Logan had 14, 9 for Ethan Harrison. Kenny McCormick contributed 8 points, 5 for Wyatt Martin, and Louisiana was 7 for 10 from the free throw line.
Final 55-51 as Louisiana will take on Ellsbury in the semifinal. Mark Twain takes on Wright City. Clopton into the championship. Looks like they're going to take on Winfield in the championship semi. The early game on Thursday. That's a 6 o'clock game. And Silex looks like they're going to take on Monroe City in that consolation semifinal. here in the middle school gym. Winfield did win that game by 12, 67-56, the final, as they do move on. 67-56, Winfield over Monroe City. So that wraps things up here from night number 2, men's opening night of this Clopton Invitational. The ladies' semis are tomorrow. In the high school gym, the early game is the Clopton Hawks, the 4 seed, against the number 1 seed Winfield Lady Warriors. And then the late game, 2 seed Silex takes on 3 seed Ellsbury. That should be a fun one at 7:30 in the high school gym. Consolation semis, the early game is Mark Twain and Monroe City. And the late game is Wright City and the 6 seed Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. So full night of basketball. We'll have coverage from both gyms for you starting at 5:45 with the Eagle 102 pregame show. For Marianne down the hall, Maddie doing color on the first game, taking pictures the second game. April, Brendan back at the station. Thank you for listening to the Clopton Invitational. More coverage coming up right here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. From